What's good to the tribe? It's Wanaghi. Wanted to stop by and drop a clip off to you guys. But before we start, stop, hit the like button, and I appreciate you guys. I hope everybody's feeling safe, secure, and as healthy as can be. So the clip today is coming from Real Life Productions. And it's coming from Charleston White. Shout out to all my Texas folks out there. I was stationed down there in San Antonio at Lackland for a while and used to travel to Houston and Dallas and everywhere in between. Definitely a big Devin the Dude, DSR, Tum Tum, Fat Bastard, Chopped and Screwed. Yeah, I'm that type of dude. But with Charleston White, he's definitely a attention grabber. Just with things he says a lot on the internet or in interviews. And like I say, I try to eat the meat and spit out the bones with people. Because like I say, everybody sees the world through their own lenses. So everybody is viewing this differently than everybody else. And like I say, nobody has the right definitive answer on things that's going on. Because nobody lived back during these times. But he's basically explaining why he's not African. And explaining and giving information about his relatives. And it's just awesome to see him give this interview. And I'm not going to chop and screw it or anything. I just want you guys to listen to it. If you hear something, play it back. But let's get it.
You believe it's the lack of history as far as not having a history because our history got erased and we had to start anew?
We do have a history. We're not Africans. Africans' history wasn't erased.
True. Have you ever done your genealogy as far as where you're possibly from?
Yeah, a nigger slave from Marshall, Texas. Her name was Lucille Helton, and I personally know her. She was property of the White Sloan Plantation. That's where my last name comes from. She was my grandfather's mother. She died at 105 years old. She's my grandfather's mother, which is my mother's father. She was the property of the White Sloan Plantation. We inherited our slave master's land in Marshall, Texas. We own the White Sloan Plantation. I come from a nigger.
The fact that you can trace your history back, let's say 300 years, do you feel like because you can't go back further that you are part of creating a new history for your legacy, your family's legacy?
Why would I want to go back further? Why? The Africans who was brought here, they can go back, right? The Africans who was captured and brought here, they can go back. The black people who was born into this, that's where their history began. Ain't no before that. It was never a nigger before that. We come from a nigger. We didn't come from Africans. They put a halt on international slave trade. So they would have to sneak some through the Bahamas. They'd have to sneak some through South America. That didn't last too long. The Haitians fought and won. So now you got black people here who were Africans. You got some who the white boy made fuck this one, fuck that one. They had a breeding form of black people who was born either from an African or was born here and ain't got no ties to Africa. It's some people that was born to a slave. That's where their history began, with that slave.
Yeah, that's real.
You see what I'm saying? They not really Africans. They don't have no African lineage. They don't have no African nothing. You have to remember, there's a book that was once called How to Make a Nigger Slave. So they started making nigger slaves. They didn't make African slaves. They made nigger slaves. How to make a Negro Christian. It's doctrine. We ain't no motherfucking African nigga. We seeds of a nigga.
Do you feel like that's why we can't progress, because we steadily chase a lineage or heritage or ethnicity that we have no real connection to?
You goddamn right that's why we can't progress. We chasing a ghost. Our ancestors built Black Wall Street. Them wasn't Africans, y'all.
Right. It was American.
Them was
Born in
niggers.
America.
Them was niggas.
Niggas.
Them was niggas. They wasn't called American.
Damn.
Them was niggas.
Damn.
Did y'all see what them niggas built down there on Wall Street? In Tulsa, they was niggas. They wasn't black. They wasn't Negroes. They wasn't colors. They was called nigger. And they didn't have no problem with being called nigger. They just wanted to be left alone so they could carve out their little section and build what they built. If we go back to being like the niggers, we will be great again. Look what the niggers built under that condition. Look how dignified the nigger was under the slavery system. That ain't just Black Wall Street, homie. It's other shit took place that these people built.
Would you call Atlanta like a new Black Wall Street or new Tulsa?
No, hell no. Ain't no more niggas. Ain't no more niggas. Who go build something like that? The niggas is gone.
There you go.
Man, the nigga is what built America. The white boy didn't know how to build nothing. The nigga used to grow food. The white boy really didn't grow food. He used to go get it from the nigga. The nigga laid the roads and the pavement before the Mexicans came and started doing construction. The nigga knew how to grow food. The nigga had chickens. The nigga had cows. The nigga had a tractor. Niggas had land. Niggas couldn't read and write, but they knew how to do all the other trades.
So that was the clip. Like I say, genealogy is the key, survival is the key. And you can see people are waking up to that fact now. But definitely a good interview. And like I say, everybody sees the world through their own lenses. But definitely put in the comments how you guys feel about this. Or what he's saying or how he's wording. Which we know Charleston White is definitely a crazy guy. And I just want to say shout out to him. Not for what he says, but for his community work. He's definitely in his community putting it down in other places. But I love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share. And if you mess with me, definitely support the channel. Feathers up, tribe up, wise up, rise up.